day a child came out to wonder.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Meg Victoria. My name is Megan. I'm a pro hair makeup artist, and in today's video we're doing this very ultra glam look. Definitely did not intend for it to be this glam and like theatrical with like the cut crease, the like lips, the like face, like it's a lot going on. But I'm going to a Bucks and Raptors event tonight, so it's definitely like the dress code was like red, and I was like, okay, so I've got a whole red outfit. I did a little tan, I got a little glam, and then I put this very intense face on. So if you want to see how I get this look, which I actually think could be really pretty for a holiday party, if you want something like really dramatic, definitely like the red lip is such a staple, but I really kind of like this like little cut crease moment, and just with the like browns and, you know, golds, and just kind of giving that holiday flair. So if that sounds up your alley and you'd like to see how I get this look, then please just keep on watching. So first, let us grab a little concealer and pop this on the lids. I feel like this concealer dries down, so I don't really need to set it, which is kind of great. So then I'm gonna pop on over to this Pure palette. We're gonna grab the shade Splurge and work this into the crease. I'm gonna grab it actually with a little bit smaller of a brush and kind of just place this in the crease. Almost like just above the crease. We are going to just extend that shadow outwards and then turn the brush sideways just to blend it out. Alright, so next I'm going to deepen the shade. So I'm going to go into my Urban Decay Naked Reloaded and grab the shade Endgame. It's just such a good deep brown. And grab that on just a smaller crease brush. Lift your kind of brow a little bit so you can nestle it right in that socket, and then just work that back and forth. I'll just grab that Splurge shade, just really kind of smooth out that deeper color and blend it out. Without getting any more product, you're just going to take that little brush that had that deep Endgame shade and just kind of trace over the deepness. So you're just adding a little bit more product, but not like going really ham with it, because otherwise it'll get dark really quickly. Just kind of use your discretion and just kind of follow the natural shape of the eyelid, and the brush will kind of just naturally do the work in the socket. That other brush, and then you can really kind of, I am using like a fair bit of pressure because I really want this shade like really blended and blown out, but I don't want to use the same brush that has the deep shade on it because it's just gonna get too dark way too quickly. I'm gonna pop over to the shade Private Party. It's just a light peachy shade, and just pop that on as a brow bone highlight to just blend in with the rest of that lighter brown. Just want to emphasize the brow bone without actually taking too much of that brown shadow away. And if it, you know, pops away a little bit, then we just grab our brush and fill it in. All right, we'll say that's good enough for now. So I'm just gonna grab a little brush. I like this one because it's a little bit angled. And now you actually are gonna just carve out that crease shape so you get a nice cut crease look. I like to carve mine out right above my natural crease so that my eyes completely relax. You can still see all my shadow work, and it's actually giving like an eye lift and a nice illusion. Okay, so here's my eyes carved out. This is just like a rough shape for now. Good enough. I just love like a really subtle cut crease. It's just so cute and pretty. Okay, so to set it in place, I'm gonna pop over to the shade Blur, and we're really going to pack this on. And again, it's just a nice matte shade just to set all the concealer in place and just give a little bit of pigment. Alright, so once I have my generic shape, then I like to take just like a small little brush, and I'll just go into the Endgame shade, that deep brown, tap it off, and I just like to kind of like define and detail this like cut crease. You can take that small little brush and just blend it out. But if I'm going to go in with something like shimmery on top, I do definitely like a nice matte base. So I'm glad we put kind of that warm shadow down. I'm also going to grab the shade Crystal from this palette, which is again a warm white, but it's definitely got some shimmer. And we're just going to kind of like highlight the lid a little bit more. I'm just grabbing some of the shade Stranded from my Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I changed my mind about the white, so I'm going to pop on this kind of like gold warmth over top. Okay, that's pretty. I can work with that. For liner, I'm just going to use my Pure liquid liner. Okay, I'm going gonna throw liner, lashes, and brows on, and I will be right back. Alright, so we are browed and lashed up. Now I kind of messed up my eyeliner, and so that's totally fine. We're gonna work with that. So I actually think it's great though, because I want to kind of smoke it out a little bit anyway. So I'm going to take a little brush. I'm just gonna dip into this black shade in my Born to Run palette, and I'm going to just stamp over where I messed up all that lash glue. And that will just blend it out a little bit. I'm leaving the wing alone because I do want like just a little baby wing doing its thing. And I'll just stamp again a little bit of black right on the other liner. I love doing that just because it gives a little bit of definition on the outer corners, which then kind of just like lifts the eye again. All right, let's move on from the eyes for a little bit and then we can jump back. So I'm gonna start with some Flawless Filter all over the skin. I have to remember that now I have foundation on, or eyebrows on, so I can't mess up my foundation. I hate when that happens, but it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of my Matte Velvet Skin. It's going to look way too dark, but my tan shall develop and it will match and it'll be good. Grab a little bit of that, and then I'm also going to mix it with my Pure Love Your Selfie foundation and mix that together all over the skin. Alright, and then we shall color correct under the eyes, so I'm just grabbing a little bit of my Benefit concealer. Just pop that underneath. And the first concealer I'll use is the shade Custard from Nars. Work that underneath the eyes. Running out of this. And we'll do a little bit between the brows where I wouldn't mind a little bit more coverage. And then I have my shade 12 from Makeup Forever. I have like the tiniest bit of this left, so I just decided let's just use this up and take that right out and really highlight the center of the face. And then blendy blendy blend. And I'll just take a little brush with my concealer just to kind of follow the shape of my liner and the eyeshadow placement. Alright, for contour, I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury contour wand and just dot that on the cheekbones and just around the forehead. When I use this, I do like to start with a brush and kind of just move around the placement of it before going straight in with a sponge. Then I just kind of sponge it all together. Because I am doing like a red lip and a more neutral eye, I'm trying to avoid doing too much blush, so I'm just going pretty, you know, heavy in the contour and just like the bronzy warmth to the face. Okay, so now we have all our cream products on, so let us set them. So let's start off with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder, and we will just set and kind of bake underneath the eyes. Just set the under eye. I just like to kind of work that powder in underneath the eye. So we have the powders just kind of setting, doing their thing. I'm going to grab a little bit of my bronzer. This is just my JLo bronzer. And work this warmth all over the perimeter of the face. Then you can just kind of swish away that bakage, which will just kind of give a more soft look than like that drag queen like cut cheekbone thing. Okay, so whenever I have a really strong bronzer look and I don't want too much blush, Gold Rush, always my go-to. It's just such a natural and pretty blush that doesn't take away and like, you know, your cheeks don't look like super pink or anything. It just kind of goes with the bronzer and it's really beautiful. Just to finish off the face, I'm gonna just grab some of my Nars pressed powder. This is gonna give me a little additional coverage and just get rid of any of this shine, like right here. You're definitely way too shiny for my liking. Down the center of the nose and the center of the face. Okay, so now that we've removed the shine and we're nice like mattified, I'm going to add a little bit of highlight because we need to put the shine back, because you know. So I'm gonna grab my Pixi Highlight, this neutral shade. It's always smashed, you know how it goes, and apply that to the cheekbones. Get a really nice glow, and whatever's left over right down the bridge of the nose and the tip of the nose, and the Cupid's bow. The lip is such like a major part of this look that we're gonna leave the face for now so we can like see what we're gonna do after when we have the lip on. But I'm just going to spray some Makeup Forever Fix Plus, Mist and Fix. MAC is Fix Plus. I don't know why I do that. I do it all the time actually. Good, now it's gone. Excellent. And we're gonna let that hang out while we go back to the eye. We're just gonna go into the Endgame shade and really just like define the lower lash line. So I'm just gonna press that right into the lashes. Like really not doing anything intense. Making our eyes look nice and big. I'll just take that smaller brush and we'll just go into the shade Bucked. You could even go into the splurge shade that we used earlier, just whatever kind of lighter brown. And we'll just use that to smoke and soften that under eye line. And you can just go back and forth, adding a little bit more definition and then smoking it out. And some lower lash mascara. Alright, eyes are popping. I definitely want to add like a little inner corner moment just because we have the gold all across the eyes. So I'm going to grab the same shade, the Stranded, and just pop that right in that inner corner. Just like so. Alright, this is definitely way more dramatic than I intended, but what else is new? Alright, let us do this lip. So I'm going to use the shade Infrared from Buxom. That's it. And line my lips. And then I'm gonna go into my Pixi liquid lipstick in Real Red. And on top of all of that, I'm going to take the shade Rouge Passion from Lancome. I definitely feel like I need more bronzer because duh. So let's just grab that. And one little trick for red is you almost like bake your lip line. Especially if you overdraw it, but it just like will catch any of the lipstick and won't fade or smudge. I could totally have more bronzer, like I'm just saying, could be here all day. I think I just need a little bit of blush, so I'm gonna grab the pinky mixed with the peach, just like a little bit of something more on the cheeks. And a little more setting spray. So since my Mist and Fix fell, I'm going to use my Dew Mist. Oh my god, no I'm not. That's scary. There we go. And that completes our final look. Yay, no lipstick on my teeth. Alright guys, so there we have it. I hope you enjoy this holiday little look. I feel very glam, I feel very bougie, and I feel so tan, which is amazing. So anyway, I am out the door, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see any other holiday makeup looks or anything in general, please make use of the comment box below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah.
Yesterday, a child came out to wonder.
Wait, gotta do my tits. Gotta do my tits. Where did my bronzer go? How can you do your tits if you don't got your bronzer, love? Oh my god. Oh shit, I started recording tonight. So good. Okay, hilarious.